Hey guys, just went to the cinema to see Silent Night, Deadly Night. I found out by Google before I went to see the film that this film was actually a remake. I never actually knew that, so as I never saw any of the Silent Night films, I went in blind, so I'm actually glad I did, so I didn't know what to expect. Apart from the trailer, of course, I saw a while back. But this film was different, and I really enjoyed it. I almost took a point off it because for a long time Billy, the main male character, had a dark voice in his head called Charlie, but it took a long time to explain why he can hear Charlie's voice and why he was on the mission to dress up as Santa Claus, but to kill anyone who's naughty, anyone who's bad, anyone who's wrong. But he won't touch anyone who's good. But the caveat is, if he misses a day, because he has 24 days on the calendar on the holiday to kill, and if he misses a day, something else could happen to a kid, maybe go missing, or someone he gets close to could die, which does actually happen. But this is a very good slasher film. My favourite scene was in this party where he went around. He was only meant to kill one person, but he decided, nah, let's kill them all, because they were all bad people. But the fight scene, the comeback scene he had there was absolutely amazing. And even though one person tried to escape, but he got that person as well, to be fair, she totally deserved it. She was a complete knobhead. But yeah, he got intimate, he got close to a girl, a beautiful girl called Pam, who, in her words, suffered with EPD. I don't know if it's a real thing or not. Explosive personality disorder. I don't know if that's a real thing, but she saw a family member getting targeted in an ice hockey game, so she went and got personal and whooped some kid's ass. Was that being bad? Maybe, but was it worth her getting punished? No, because she was defending someone she cares about. But yeah, seeing her get intimate with the main guy who goes around killing people, and still, the caveat, which was actually pretty interesting, after he tells her why and how he got with the Charlie in his head and what happened and the age he was and all the caveat, yes, she thought it was a bit crazy, but she didn't leave his side. And Charlie was in his head, you got a good one here, kid. There was a lot of target, a lot of focus on this police officer, and you could tell he was no good. So when he got his comeuppance, it was actually pretty cool. I would actually recommend this film. It's actually a really good Christmas aspect, horror / slasher, romance in the love story between Pam and Billy. It was funny, the first meeting, the first word from Pam to Billy was, "You're the guy who was staring at my ass at the diner," and he went, "No, just staring in your hand." And what was in your hand? That's even creepier. I thought that was a bit funny. And I think they're going to carry it on, because in the end, I'm not going to say what happened or what, but let's just say they got even more closer than they even expected to get. And I mean Pam and Billy. And I actually do like the fact that when he puts on the Santa Claus outfit, it becomes more than Billy. He becomes something else, where he can't control it and he has the urge to kill. But there was a scene where he had to put on the Santa Claus outfit because he needed to entertain these bunch of kids to be their Santa Claus. And Charlie said, these kids have not done anything wrong, you do not want to hurt them, just ask them what they want for Christmas and such like. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and how Charlie, you thought maybe he's a bad guy, but really they were killing those who do wrong. They weren't killing just for the sake of killing. They weren't killing the innocent. They weren't killing random people. They were actually targeting wrong people. They were targeting people who have the wrong intentions, people who are bad people. And it's actually pretty cool how they can find out, how they can tell. But some of the slashes and dashes and holding your asses was actually really cool to watch. It was kind of interesting, you know, seeing a Christmas slasher with some love in there between Pam and Billy. There was a lot of flashbacks between Billy's childhood and what happened, and he even found out something about his own parents, because his parents died at the beginning, but we find out why and who was responsible and everything like that. And we also found out how Billy and Charlie became intertwined, and in the same regard, at some point that happens with Billy and Pam. And I will say, I'm not sure who any of the actors were, that maybe without googling them, but I definitely think Pam was a beautiful actress. Definitely found her attractive for sure, which there's no crime having a crush or having a fantasy or any of that stuff. It's all good with that, but I do generally think she played her part very well. Billy played his part very well, and I actually really genuinely enjoyed it. There was not that many that went to the screening, which is beneficial for me, because the less people, the more I can enjoy it. I would go and see it again. Bear with that. I would absolutely go and see this film again, first chance I got. And if they do another one, that would actually be pretty cool to watch. I probably would give it probably a 6.5, maybe almost 7 out of 10, maybe. I almost went to 5 if they weren't going to explain how Charlie was in the head of Billy. But I'm glad they did, because that would have been a plot hole that would have gone down a little bit. But all the answers were revealed and everything, and in the end Billy was actually a bit of a hero, especially saving all these children near the end. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend this film. It's in cinemas now. If you've got Limitless, absolutely recommend it. And even if you don't have Limitless, they're doing this thing at cinema where you can actually get, bear with me, these points, and more points, you could even get yourself a free ticket to the cinema. And I'm sure that intertwines with presents for your birthday, snacks and all that jazz. So a little bit of a plug for the Odeon right there, you know. Maybe they should hire me and give me a job. As I was saying, maybe they should hire me, give me a job, because I'm promoting them on my page. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Silent Night, Deadlier Night, in cinemas now, worth a watch. Really enjoyed it. Like always, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Hit the bell for future videos, and recommend it to your friends who love Christmas horror, slashers or any of that stuff, because you will enjoy it for sure, promise you that. But yes, here's Matthew signing off, and go and check out Silent Night, Deadly Night. You won't regret it. And when you do, please let me know in the comments what you think. Peace. So, 4 letters, 1 word, yeet.